Okay, so I'm gonna take a page out of the mysterious Mr. Enter's book, and I'm gonna say this: My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic officially now has a torture porn episode, and it's for this show's resident Squidward, almost Rainbow Dash. And let me tell you, I know I grew a softer spot for Rainbow Dash after Tanks for the Memories, but you know what? It was cathartic. It was CAF. It was cathartic as fuck, bro. It
Hmm.
was. It was. Yeah, but it's really. We have a Rainbow Dash torture porn. That's a new one on me. I mean, the show doesn't typically like to torture its own characters, but dude, unlike other episodes where they torture main characters, Rainbow Dash got something out of it, kind of in the end. But still, dude, Rainbow Dash got fucked up.
You know what's funny is when you mentioned the this being like a torture porn, I thought of that that one thing that Robert Downey Jr. posted last year where it's Iron Man tied up and it's Loki trying to like seduce him or something. And it's like, this is what happens when you Google yourself, kids.
Oh man.
By the way, go see Civil War. It's awesome.
Yeah, Civil War is actually pretty cool. I'm a DC fanboy, so of course I try to be like, no, I'm gonna boycott Marvel movies because that's smart. But man,
But
I always forget just
seeing how DC has been struggling a lot with their movies now, the only one that was any good was the original Batman, Batman Returns, and the Dark Knight trilogy. That was about it.
well, I mean, overall they're batting like what 3 for 5, 3 for 8, no 5 for 8 or something.
Eh, they're kind of like the Cubs of the DC universe.
Oh, that's fucked, yo. So the episode opens up. I completely forgot that Rainbow Dash is official has been a member of the Wonderbolts since season 3, but they did nothing with it season 5 really. And well, they had Rarity Investigates. That wasn't really a Wonderbolt episode though. And then they had testing 1 2 3, which had the Pinkie Pie Run DMC rap,
Mhm.
which that's still awesome 2 years later. But yeah, the episode is up. Rainbow Dash is like, dude, super time for the Wonderbolts, and School is like, so the Rainbow Dash fan club, and then I cringe because I'm like, oh yeah, the Rainbow Dash fan club exists. That's what keeps people away from Scootaloo. And
The only thing that was ever any good that came out of that was the joke of how about Super Ultra Extreme Awesome Amazing. That's it.
yeah, exactly. So it's like, and so she's just like, look, kid, I'm not actually in the thing. I'm just a substitute. If John Cena can't make it tonight, I'll take his place against Roman Reigns for the championship. That's what this is. And and so and so School is like, well, it doesn't matter. You'll be super good, bro. And Rainbow Dash is like, bro, I got this. Then the opening credits come on, and it's like, My Little Pony, My Little Pony, da da
They
da da
seri-
da
they
da.
they seriously need to change that intro. It's been 6 good
I
seasons.
completely agree, and I have an idea. How would you feel if the show opened up with Scandinavian death metal?
Totally.
Fucking get like Sinister, like Deicide, or like Benediction to voice this shit. I want to hear. Okay, no one's gonna know who I'm talking about. I want to hear Barney Greenway, singer of Napalm Death, with his insane ass vocal style, do the intro. Oh, that'd be great.
It would be awesome if they did like what was it like Du Hast from Meshuggah? That
No,
would be
that's
hysterical.
Ramstein. That's
Okay.
Ramstein. No, that'd still be good. Mine, my little pony. So, so yeah, Wonderbolt. So they go to the Wonderbolt thing, and then
What's funny though is when I forget exactly what it was. No, it's a gif of of Deadpool saying, oh, she's gonna do a superhero landing. She's gonna do a superhero landing, and then you see
Truly,
Spitfire like smash into the ground. He's just like, yay!
yeah, superhero. Deadpool was great. So, how does Rainbow Dash get into the spot exactly again? I mean, I know. No, wait, I remember. So, if I remember, because I watched it Saturday, and then I was bouncing back and forth between San Francisco and Los Angeles the last 2 days. So, memory's kind of fuzzy. But she was practicing with them, right? Like, she has the uniform on, and she's like running drills, right? Because it's like the day
Yeah,
before.
they were up at the academy area, and they're she basically has said that, hey, we need you to learn this routine within like a day. Good luck. And they start going through the training, and I wish they had done another Rocky montage like they did with Hurricane Fluttershy. That would have been funny, especially with Rainbow Dash. Um, but anyway, she like Dash veers off just slightly, and she gets her whole body stuck in a trash can, and they start calling her Rainbow Crash.
I know. Instantly, when they started doing that, I immediately thought of this. Oh, look.
Trigger.
Yeah, I saw one of these, but it was Tigger on his face, but he had like a scrunched up look. And it just said Tiggered.
Yeah, there was another one that I saw with Starlight Glimmer with her going quiet with like the vein popping out of her neck and stuff, going triggered as well.
Yeah, so
Tumblr is
yeah.
great, isn't it?
Look, here's the thing. Tumblr is great if people are reposting stuff off Tumblr. Honestly, for the most part, Tumblr is kind of
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, no. So Rainbow Crash is back, and it gets to Rainbow Dash, and she's like, "Dude, this sucks." Her friends are there. By the way, I guess everyone could just walk on Cloudsdale now.
I actually don't think I think it was where they were down in Ponyville setting up everything, and Dash comes back down, and they're like, "Tell us all about how great the training was and everything," and then I'm sorry to say, but does it feel like they're scraping the bottom of the barrel now when it comes to trying to make you feel something for a character?
What do you mean? Like for Rainbow Dash
Yeah,
specifically, or
because
just a character in the show?
uh it feels like with this time when they were going back in Rainbow Dash and that the whole Rainbow Crash thing was actually affecting her. I'm just like, you guys are really scraping at the bottom of the barrel to make me feel something.
You know, it's like
Because
after 6.
it started with Starlight Glimmer, which it tried to make you feel for it, but it didn't really do it for me. And now this, it's just like, I don't know.
I feel like their efforts to make us feel for Starlight Glimmer were a lot better in Rainbow Rocks and Equestria game, no, in Friendship games than in the first one because Starlight's motivation is just like, oh, Twilight, why are you better than me? Which is a legitimate motivation for a lot of villains and people in real life. But at the end, but last week's episode, No Second Prances, they used that as Trixie's motivation too. They sort of use that as Starlight's motivation, but her beef is just with Friendship and Cutie Marks in general. But I mean, hell, give Moondancer some credit. Her thing was just like, yeah, I'm lonely and you left me alone, asshole.
No, hers was really good.
Yeah, no,
Moondancer's
Moondancer's was good, but it seems to, but with Rainbow Dash, I would say for almost all the other main six, there's a multitude of options to how they could successfully garner sympathy for one of them. Like there's plenty of ways they can do it with Rarity. There's almost endless ways they could do it with Pinkie Pie. I feel like Twilight and sometimes Fluttershy they force it a bit, but for the most part, all of them, yeah, you can. However, for Rainbow Dash, they kind of just use the same stuff. I mean, they've been using the same things to get us to feel for us in season 1, where it was like, where it was like, well, my childhood didn't suck, but it wasn't great, and it's just like, I mean, believe me, I'm not trying to be like bullying from back then doesn't carry over later in life. I would never say that. I'm just saying that is the only motivation that the show has for Rainbow Dash, where it's just like, I don't want to, where she's like, I'm afraid of failure. And it's like, look, I'm sorry. So what if she screwed up on a few, courses? She could perform a sonic boom.
Yeah. Here's what's interesting, though.
She is literally the reason all 5 of her friends have their cutie marks.
Mm-hmm.
Which is stupid.
Kind of going back to what you were saying about them trying to make us feel for Dash. I will definitely say that Tanks of the Memories actually did a really good job of it. That was the only time they ever did a good job of it, because, I mean, come on,
because well, yeah, I mean, that episode actually had a motivation that was different than that was different from her other ones. This one wasn't rooted in her past. This was rooted in the present, and it was a very real feeling. Not everyone can relate to the jock athlete like Rainbow Dash, where it's like, oh, she screwed up a few times, so now she's scared of failing all the time, and so therefore the show literally never has her fail. When has Rainbow Dash ever failed? She literally okay, so. I'll come back to this point later. So this was actually one of the highlights of the episode where after Rainbow Dash is done talking to him, she does this thing where she bases her interactions the next day with all the Wonder Balls off her 5 friends. Like, there's a part where she acts all weirdly elegant like Rarity. There was a bit where she acts all hyperactive like Pinkie Pie. She has a shy moment like Fluttershy. And I actually seriously have to give Ashley Ball credit for this. She did really good at making Rainbow Dash sound like she's doing an Applejack impression while not actually doing her Applejack voice, because that's actually kind of tricky.
Mm-hmm. What's interesting, though, is do you remember back last season with The Lost Treasure of Griffinstone, and it was Dash came up with Twilight's main cut and was just like, always being penny of bits. The Griffins will be nice to you if you share the wealth. And there was a picture that I saw that was, all right, Twilight, you give me the main cut, I'll give you the rainbow. And I kind of just thought of it in a similar way here. But the fact that she brought up was like, oh, I've read several books on the Wonder Boats and how to perform here. I'm just like, wow. That's a bit too much, dude. But anyway, then you have them continuing to call her Rainbow Crash. And at the end of all this, you're kind of just like, we get it. You're calling her Rainbow Crash. And right before she goes up to perform, she kind of admits to everyone, hey, I haven't been able to get over the fact that you keep calling me Rainbow Crash. But at the same time, they're just like, oh, so yeah, about that. We give these names out because they were just things that happened when we were all newbies. And I'm like, I really don't know.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, though, all this bullshit pays off at the last act, because Rainbow fucks up. Holy crap. Like, it's like, this is why I said this Rainbow Dash torture porn, because, like, holy shit. So, like, she screwed up before, but, dude, she gets, like, publicly, irrevocably unchangeably just like humiliated. She's flying through trees. She's crashing into stuff, and the whole time I'm thinking to myself, this is probably supposed to be some kind of traumatic moment or some crap. But then I'm thinking to myself, man, I'm an asshole, but that's funny.
You know what's funny though? When they keep saying that Soren, Fleetfoot, Spitfire, and all the others got all these names, and Soren says that his nickname that stuck was Clipper. I'm like, wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Does that actually bring a little bit more credit to the motivations behind Spitfire and Fleetfoot from Rainbow Falls? Because he clipped his wing again, and they were just like, okay, we've had enough of your crap for one day.
Yeah, it's like, there's a funny bit where Spitfire's just like, you don't even want to know what mine was, and she whispers it to Rainbow Dash, and she's like, wow, that's way worse than Crash. And I'm thinking to myself, dude, was like her name Shitfire or something? Because that's the only logical conclusion there.
That would be hysterical.
I'm just saying, I know this show, I know its writers, I know its fan base, and that to me just seems most likely what they would do. But then this is weird to me. So the conclusion is just like, okay, look, we know you publicly humiliated yourself. We know you made a complete mockery of Wonderbolt ethics. But look, just don't do it again. Don't be cocky and be a team player. You get to keep your job. Bullshit! That's not how it works.
I know, right?
You do that shit. You do that shit in the military. They'll hard your ass off, dishonorably discharge you, and then you're gonna have to go back working at Albertsons. They have Albertsons in Wisconsin.
I've never even heard of Albertsons before.
Food for Less?
No.
Ralph's?
I've
Safeway?
heard of Ralph's. The closest we have here is like Costco, Meijer, Save-A-Lot, that sort of thing.
Do you have Best Buy?
Yes.
So you have to go work at Best Buy because let's be honest, I feel like Costco's a job you actually need some qualifications for. They have their own membership. I'm thoroughly convinced that we need to just out in California, we got the Purple Mountains Majesty. Fuck that. Let's blow all that away, fill the whole world with nothing but Costco's.
Totally.
Yeah. So the truth of the matter is,
if she goes to work at Best Buy though, is she gonna have to be part of Geek Squad and like have to drive around in those really ugly little beetle bugs?
It's like
even better yet, have her get a job as a Merry Maid and drive that kind of bug around.
It's like at the end of the day, there's honestly not much to say about this episode. Was it bad? No, but it wasn't really. It's not even that it was boring. There was entertaining bits, but it's just I've. Oh God, I sound like a fucking internet critic, but it's just I've seen it before and I've seen it done better from this show. Not to hark on the past and try and be like I'm closed-minded to the future. No, the last 2 seasons have had most of my favorite episodes of this entire fucking franchise. But at the same time, I don't know. This episode, the first half of season 6 so far has been kind of hit or miss. This one's a miss for me. I didn't hate Rainbow Dash like I have in other episodes, but I didn't exactly love anything. So I don't know. At end of the day, I'm giving my lowest score so far for the season. This gets a 5.
Wow, dude.
Solely for redundancy, a tired plot, and like I said, I've seen better from this show, and it was just kind of honestly, most of the episode was just kind of boring. Next week's episode, I have pretty good hopes for because that's the one with Fluttershy's brother, I think.
I think so. Yeah, you're right.
So, I'll wait for that.
I thought it was kind of an I give it a, it's certainly not the worst I've seen, but I give it a 6.5 out of 10. It was just kind of meh, and it didn't really bring anything new to the table. And again, I feel they were trying to scrape the bottom of the barrel to make you feel for Dash. So yeah, it's okay, but nothing special. So 6.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I mean, again, not terrible, but not exactly good. So, Admittedly, season 6 is a little rocky for us personally, but I always look towards the future for more ponitude that is good and shit.
Yeah, I agree.
So kind of a short one from us, but like I said, not really a lot to say. Come on, I ran about how we need to blow up the mountains for Costco. I mean, that should tell you I'm struggling to come up with material for this episode.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I guess we'll see you next week. Hopefully on time, but hopefully more on time next week because there were some complications. 110% of it was on my end, but most of it was also John too. So
Mhm.
we'll no, it was all me. I'm bad. I don't even know why he still has me on the show. So so yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
All right, see you later, guys.